Can see this, and part of what I'll tell you is why we do seminar leading different from being a keynote speaker. Number one, we always get as close to our audience as possible because you actually drive the seminar I'm going to do. You have handouts, but I'm going to poll everybody in the room by polling with your hand and tell me what you want to hear. We don't have to stay here. We can do what it is that you want. And you remember this morning some of the things that Chris said. You've got to really get good. At ASLA, we train you how to really get good, and you've got to practice. But it's the art of storytelling. Facts tell, but the stories sell. If you don't have a wrap-up, and you heard her say how that the first speaker would take a wand, but she also tied it back into her message. So if you'd rather dwell more and work more today on really getting good in the art of storytelling from the front of the room. Also, Chris told us, the content as the expert. That is designing your seminar. Or is it marketing? Let's find out where the majority of the people are. Who would like to spend more time on content, on designing? Let's have a show of hands. Designing your seminar. All right? What about delivery, storytelling? Okay, I think design is still up at the top. We'll speak a little bit on all of them. But what about marketing? Ha! That's the biggie. So this is where we will stay off and on most of the session that I will have with you. But in order for us to stay there, you've got to help me. The seminar arena is one of total interaction. I really don't know what to give you unless you help me. So I'll start by giving you the background of the tips on marketing your seminar and positioning yourself. But if you don't ask questions, I can't get there. This is the difference. The seminar business is that of asking questions. And it doesn't matter if I am at the end of my sentence, if you've got an idea and need an answer, and it doesn't matter if somebody else in the room answers it. Because the key to doing a good seminar, and I tell everybody, I don't have all the answers. You focus on what works for you. And you may get your answers from somebody else that's interacting. So when we get into this, if you have a question, let me know. So we'll move forward, covering some of the work that we do. That is what a seminar is. It's educational, it's highly contented, with rock-solid information. So you must pull the content together before you can market it. You must know the difference in marketing between a feature and a benefit, because you sell the benefit, not the feature. Example, we have a very thin-bladed sharp knife. This is your feature. That sharp knife can slice a tomato without squashing it. That's your benefit. Back in the real estate business, we have a 4-bedroom, 4-bath home. That is a feature. The benefit is you don't have to stand in line to get to the bathroom. Very important to know the difference, because you then hit the bullets with the benefits. But this is how you begin to market your seminar. You need to know your purpose. What is the message? And who is your targeted audience? Without a targeted audience and your expertise at the front of the room, you'll never make it, unless we had enough money to book you in the forum. And it would take that. April Moon is part of our staff, and I want you to talk to her. She made Jim Rohn famous. And their story is, April said, Jim, do you realize we've spent $1 million marketing you? He says, no, April, it's more than $2 million. But where we can share with you and you can share marketing ideas with other people, then we cut some of that tape. Jim blazed the trail for us. And this is wonderful. So we come back into putting together a rock-solid content program for education, which has entertainment with it. And there's a way of designing, but you must know exactly what it is that's in your seminar, your targeted audience. In addition to doing that, you then let your targeted audience control. And the reason you want to position yourself, and the first thing that positions you is the book. The book. We've heard that today more and more. This makes you the expert when you are published. The training that we do at ASLA and show you how actually to design a seminar and modular design approach becomes the chapter of your book. Each module becomes a chapter. When you finish the program, you have your book outlined because the book is your seminar, because you have a seminar that addresses those issues. You've got to show them how you're going to save them money and let them have growth by solving their solution quickly. And as Linda says, guarantee it. This is the greatest marketing tool you can have, is knowing what you do will solve a certain problem. And the problem has to be very timely. You have to stay right on top of it. When they had the problem with the crashes with the Firestone tires, it was a big problem. We had a trained speaker. I says, what you do is you go to Firestone. You become a speaker because his was back into the litigation field in the automobile and the 18-wheelers. So they need good publicity. You ask them for dollars, they're in trouble. You're going to go out and be the spokesperson to show them how they're changing the company to save lives. What do you think they've done with the smoking campaigns? They're just selling cigarettes overseas. Now, we still have the smoking going on, but Philip Morris is now a wonderful company because they repositioned themselves. Their problem was the cigarettes. That's all we knew them for. So they repositioned themselves. So this is what you want to do with the corporate world in which you're teaching. Because then you know where to reach the people that want to buy your book. So in the marketing and tying it in with the book, where do you go for your marketing of your seminar? Your TADA, yes, your targeted audience. This is design. So you've got all the tools you need and what it is that you do. I ask for everything, I collect everything. Oh, Nancy's not here today on that clutter business. When you go to the seminar, we have stacks of papers so you can feel the papers. We show you from somebody else's papers that you can take one color, and it is beautiful because the printer then goes into shades. It is one of the most beautiful papers I've ever seen. And that whole book is how you can take one color and make the most exquisite brochure by using shades. And it is only a one-color brochure. So it's how it's put together at the printer, and you become partners with your printer. So color speaks, paper speaks, fonts speak, words speak. The words are the last one. Last one. Because if your material comes in, you're trying to get the job, and the color doesn't even say what you do, it doesn't address the corporation, they don't feel like you even know who they are. They don't know why at all. No?